PK52, the Saturday morning meeting. Hey, this is really hard to show a customer, but we got the rolling chassis right here. A double wishbone suspension, high tracking A-arm with a coil over front suspension. I know sometimes all these words kind of are confusing, but it's simple. The coil is over the shock. We can move the shock to the outside, which gives this truck a better stance, better mobility, better off-road, better handling on the highway. See, we know that this suspension is the best suspension in the world because our biggest competitor, Ford F-150, 2 generations ago, just went away from their front suspension and copied our suspension. I just wish they'd give us a little bit of credit for that. Just say, hey, we got the best suspension out there because we use Toyota suspension. High tracking A-arm allows the wheel travel to go vertical. Think about this. Most cars camber the wheel, so when you squash the car, the wheel footprint gets wider. On an off-road vehicle, you would never want to tilt the wheels at all. You'd want the wheel to travel vertically, so when you compress it when you're going off-road, that the footprint stays the biggest on the road. So this is the best overall on-road and off-road suspension. When you show your customers the double wishbone front suspension, in the back, leaf springs. All right, let's talk about it. Leaf springs, Dodge 1500 series, minivan coils. Car coils, minivan coils. Because you know, well, if you've driven the Dodge, can you see it drives so much like a car? Well, there's a reason for that. But if I want a truck, I want load-bearing springs. And remember, our springs are cool in the back. If you get a customer underneath there, instead of running straight, they toe out to the front. So the springs run this way, like spreading your feet out, giving yourself a wider base. Because all payload shifts forward in braking, so the springs get wider as the payload goes forward. I don't know. I guess some companies build a truck, they put a metal thing with a bed on the back and call it a truck. When Toyota engineered this vehicle, they said, what do we need to do to make the best truck overall? And that's Tundra. I don't know what Tundra means in Japan. It must mean the most superior truck that's ever been made. Here we are at PK52 talking about suspension on the Tundra, the Saturday morning meeting.